Hi friends, if you're new here, my name is Amanda and I can't believe it, but it's already time for another round of TBR Pursuit, the July round to be exact. If you're new to this, I've been using this game since January, so since the beginning of the year. This is not my original idea. This was created by Jade over at JD Gray Reads. I just took it and adapted it for my own use and I'm really enjoying it. Now this is a new updated board. I've been using this for the last couple of months. But like I said, I will link the playlist up above so you guys can go check it out. But essentially, I have a pie which has 6 open spaces. I roll the dice 6 times and I fill the pie and I read the books that go with the respective prompts. Before we get into the July rolls though, let's talk about how I did in June. So here's my stack from June, and at the time of filming this I am 50% through my final book, which is The Dead in the Dark. I read Arsenic and Adobo. This was a mystery thriller horror for read a murder mystery. I read The Summer Wives by Beatrice Williams. This was a historical fiction pick for something set in not set in World War II. I read I Stopped Somewhere by T.E. Carter. This was a blue space, which was contemporary non-romance to read something with a dark cover. I read Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. This was yellow for a mood read. I read The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. This was a sci-fi fantasy pick for read a dystopian. Like I said, I'm currently reading The Dead in the Dark. That was a mystery thriller horror pick for paranormal elements. And then I also read The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, and that was a romance pick for a sports romance. So another successful TBR completed. So with that being said, I don't have any punishments this month. Before we get into the rolls, I just want to say that I took some liberties this month because there are so many things that I want to get to and I just couldn't fit them on the TBR. So I kind of pushed the limits a little bit, but that's okay because I haven't done that yet and it's my game, so I guess I can make the rules, right? So let's get into the rolls. Roll number 1. 1. So I can go anywhere I want. Let's do mystery thriller horror to start. Read a horror anthology. So for roll number 1, I landed on orange, which is mystery thriller horror, and the prompt for that is to read a horror anthology. And this works out perfectly. I'm going to read Howls from Hell. This is a anthology which has a introduction by Grady Hendrix, I believe, and I've been wanting to read this for quite a while. I don't even know what to expect going into it, but I just read Ghost Summer by Tanner Reeve Dew, which is a horror anthology, and I absolutely loved it, so I'm really excited to pick up another one. Roll number 2. You guys can't see that one off board, but it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, we're going to do contemporary non-romance, so let's go this way. A book centered around friendship. So for roll number 2, I landed on blue, which is contemporary non-romance, and the prompt for this was to read a book centered around friendship, and I chose Giant Days Volume 2, and this is a graphic novel series about 3 girls who are in college together, and it's just kind of like a coming-of-age story. They're just trying to find their own way and, you know, get through college and, you know, do what you do when you're in college and you're young. Roll number 3. 1, so I can do yellow, which is Trick or Treat, or purple, which is historical fiction. Let's do Trick or Treat. This is a book club pick. Roll number 3, I landed on yellow, which is Trick or Treat, and the prompt for that is to read a book club pick. It just so happens that this month, the Literally Dead book club is reading Survive the Night by Riley Sager, so I will be reading that in the month of July. I was going to read it anyway, but this just fits the prompt perfectly. I don't have my copy yet, but I should have it soon. Roll number 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mystery thriller horror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Historical fiction. Let's do mystery thriller horror again. This is to read a cozy or a murder mystery. Roll number 4, I landed on orange, which is mystery thriller horror, and the prompt is to read a cozy or a murder mystery, and so I chose Dial A for Aunties. This is by Jessie Q. Sotanto. You guys have heard me talk about this book loads of times now. Essentially, it's about a girl who goes on a blind date and she murders him, and then she calls her aunties and they help her hide the body, but the body ends up inside a freezer or fridge that ends up at a wedding that they're hosting. I don't know, I heard it's really lighthearted, funny, with a little bit of mystery like mixed in. And I just read Arsenic and Adobo last month, which is a cozy mystery, and I loved it, so I assume I'm gonna love this one as well. All right, roll number 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. This is romance. 1, 2, 3, romance. So no matter which way I go, I'm gonna land on romance. So let's just go this way. Hate to love romance. Roll number 5, I landed on pink, which is romance, and the prompt for that is to read a hate to love romance. And I chose Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I believe this is a hate to love or a dislike to love. I'm not sure. I think it is. Hopefully I'm right on that. But this was one of my most anticipated releases. I pre-ordered this and I haven't got to it yet, so figured perfect time to read it. All right, and my 6th and final roll. 1. So, sci-fi fantasy. Those are my options. Oh no. The prompt for this is big book, 500 plus pages. Yikes. The 6th and final roll, I landed on green, which is sci-fi fantasy, and it is to read a big book, which is 500 plus pages. And I haven't received my copy yet, but I did just order Uzumaki by Junji Ito, which is a horror manga. So this is where I'm pushing the limits just a little bit here. It's a horror manga, but I believe it has like some fantastical elements. From what I understand, I think this like spiral shows up and everyone's scared of it, and like these crazy creepy things start to happen. I don't know. I've heard fantastic things about Junji Ito, and I've been wanting to pick up one of his horror mangas for a while. The copy that I picked up is in the deluxe edition. I think it has all 3 volumes, so I think it's like 650 pages, so it fits this prompt perfectly as far as that goes, and because of the fantastical elements, I'm gonna count it as a sci-fi fantasy. So that wraps up my TBR Pursuit TBR. And I don't really know what I'm gonna read, but I have a couple of things that I'd like to get to as well this month, and that's why my TBR seems a little light. I'm really in a mood read kind of mood right now. Like I just want to pick up whatever. I have some library books that I want to get to. I have some pre-orders that I want to get to. I have some 5-star predictions that I still need to read. So I just want to kind of leave my TBR light and kind of open. That way I can just read whatever my heart desires at the moment. A couple of the things that I would definitely like to get to this month is a Pho love story. This is by Lonely. And this is just a cute little YA like rom-com, I guess. It is about a family, 2 families who have like competing restaurants, and they have some kind of family rivalry, and then the 2 kids from each restaurant meet, and then I think a romance ensues. I don't really know, but seems really cute. It's food centered, and I just love stories like this, so I think I'm really gonna like it. And then I also have on hold at the library, I need to go pick it up, is The Babysitter, My Summer with a Serial Killer. This is a true crime that I'm really looking forward to. So my hold finally came in, so I want to get to that this month. I put The Luminous Dead on hold. I'd like to get to that one maybe. Or I can also pick up Rules for Vanishing. This is also by Kate Alice Marshall. This is a YA thriller, and it just says, once a year a road appears in the forest, and at the end of it the ghost of Lucy Gallows beckons. Lucy's game isn't for the faint of heart. If you win, you escape with your life, but if you lose, ... So I don't know, it seems really good. I have one of Kate Alice Marshall's middle grade horrors on my shelf. It's called 13s, which I didn't get to last year, so I definitely need to do that. But I didn't know that she had like all of these other things, so I really want to like get into this author this year if I can. Other than that, I will not be reading a Sarah J Maas book in July. I just need a little bit of a break. I still need to read Empire Storms. I did not get to that in June, but that's okay. I can read that. I'll pick up that series again in August. I just need a break. So here's my stack. I mean, I have 3 other books that need to go on here, but I don't have them currently. I'm still waiting on them, but I think it's going to be a quick and easy TBR for July, which is great, which is what I need. 2 graphic novel, a manga, a short story collection, and then 3 other novels, which are all some of my most anticipated reads. Survive the Night, like I feel like that's the first thing I'm gonna pick up in July because I need that book right now. I want to read it right now. So that's my July TBR. It's a little light, but that's okay. I need that this month. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below of what you guys are looking forward to reading in the month of July, or if you've read any of these things, I'd love to know about it. Just no spoilers. If you'd like to buddy read anything that I mentioned, please get a hold of me down in the comments and we can set something up. I do love to buddy read. It just makes the experience so much more fun. If you'd like to let me know that you were here but you don't want to leave a comment, go ahead and leave me a turtle emoji down below just so I know that you were here and you liked what you watched. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Goodreads, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.